Hi guys, welcome back. This is Erin from Painting Those Piggies, and today I of course have Millie with me, but today I'm really excited because I have my November empties. I actually finished a nail polish this month, which I'm really excited about. I do want to get into project polish. I know I keep saying that. I have so many ideas for videos, but I just don't have enough time to do them all, and so I've just been super busy. And so we're gonna start with what was in my thumbnail. I'm super excited. I finished off a full bottle of real nail polish, and this is an Essie. Sorry, Millie's rubbing on the tripod, that's why we're shaking. But I finished this last night. It's what's on my nails right now. I have some polka dot nails going on, which I'm kind of obsessed with. I don't want to take them off, but I want to paint my nails. Like, isn't that kind of like a nail polish addict struggle? Like, I don't want to take my polish off because I love it, but I want to paint my nails. So I actually finished this bottle last night. I knew it was near the end, but I got 2 more manicures out of it. But I finished this whole bottle of nail polish. I'm so excited. Like, I never finish bottles of nail polish because I have so many, and part of me is like, oh, I'd be sad if that polish is gone. And Essie's Licorice is my favorite black nail polish. It's not necessarily a one coater, but it's so richly pigmented and black that I really love it. So this is a definite repurchase for me. I love this polish, so there's that. So next up is the hair dye that I used. I can't remember how long ago I did this. I want to say it's been at least a few weeks. I did dye my hair dark brown, even though my hair looks like a mess. But I really like the Olea hair dye. The natural hair is like light brown, but it's very cool and mousy, so it doesn't really work well with my skin tone. But this is the Olea hair color in 4.03 dark neutral brown. I chose this and I'm really happy with the color. I would definitely go out and repurchase this, which this has lasted really well. It hasn't faded. The last one I used faded really quickly, but it was a different brand. So this I was very happy with, and I'm definitely going to repurchase. Next up, I'm just going to go through the hair things. I actually have quite a few hair things for this month. So the first is the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle Moist Deep Conditioner. This is like a hair mask. I normally buy the color one, but I found this in our stock up closet where we keep all our extra toiletries, and I really, really like this. It's such a good drugstore hair mask. I love it. It's got a great price, so I would definitely repurchase this. I actually have another one in my shower right now, so I'm not gonna go out and buy it just yet, but I really enjoy this, and I have bought multiple bottles of this, so I am really happy with this. Next up for hair is another Batiste dry shampoo. I use this all the time. This is the Fruity and Cheeky Cherry. For some reason, I only went through one this month, which is probably good, but I do use dry shampoo on a daily basis, and Batiste is definitely my favorite brand. I feel like all I did this month was wash my hair. Next up, I have the Tresemme Split Remedy Split End Conditioner. This is like a big bottle, and I really did not like it. I have very oily roots and very dry split ends, so that just makes a great combination. So I thought this would help me. It's actually very thin and runny for a conditioner, and I didn't see any difference. Like, it didn't make the ends of my hair feel moisturized, so I definitely would not recommend this for split ends, even though it is called Split Remedy. I wouldn't go out and purchase it again. I really had to force myself to get through this whole bottle. Next up, I have 2 more hair products, and this is the Garnier Fructis Color Shield Color Treated Fortifying Shampoo for color treated hair. I hated this so much. It made my hair super greasy. For some reason, the Garnier Fructis line, any of them, makes my hair really greasy, but I had bought them before with coupons. That's why I had them. So I will not be buying these anymore. I struggled to use this up. I'm actually surprised I got through it all. I was just using like more of it each time so I could get through it, but not a good one for oily hair. I forgot to include my obligatory bottle of acetone. For some reason, I only went through 1 bottle of this month, which probably means there's going to be like 4 in next month's, but I always just use pure acetone to remove my polish. It's the easiest and quickest way I know how to remove polish. Next up, I have my last hair product, and this one I really love. This is the Redken Extreme Length Sealer. It is for split end treatment for distressed hair. This is what it looks like. This I love as a product, but as a consumer, I hate it because it's so freaking expensive. It's like over $20 at Ulta, and you don't get that much. You get 1.7 fluid ounces. It does say it has biotin in it, and I do really notice a difference when I use this on my hair. I have gone through, I think, 1 or 2 other of these, but I wouldn't buy it unless I see it on sale. It does have like this weird like comb thing on the end where the product squeezes out. I don't know how anybody could use this and like comb it through your hair. Seems ridiculous. I just squeeze it out onto my hand and use it, and it really does make a difference on the ends of my hair. But at this point, it's too expensive to repurchase, but I really do like this product. Next up is a product that isn't even empty, but we hated it so much in our household that we decided to get rid of it. This is the Nema Classic Clean Deep Cleansing Cream. This we've been using as our face wash in the morning, and I swear it can't be oil-free because it doesn't feel oil-free, and it makes my skin, like, it doesn't make it feel clean. It feels like gross afterwards. Like, it feels like there's a residue on your face. Like, it feels like you wash your face and there's still a residue on it. It's probably down to here in the bottle, but neither of us were using it because we just don't like it. It's got a really strong eucalyptus smell, like too much of a smell for me, and the texture of it and the consistency is just what I don't like. Also, this little like pump on the end does not do a good job. I swear I cleaned so much face wash off our sink because this stupid thing would squirt in every single direction. Like, it would get on my clothes, on the sink, on the counters, in the bathroom, like just everywhere. You never knew if you were gonna pump this where it would go. So this is just definitely a fail for me. I would not repurchase this again. Next up, I have my nail file. This is like super, super used. These I buy at our local Sally's, and I really like this. It's probably too hard of a grit for natural nails, but I did use these when I had acrylics, and I also use them on my natural nails. Really, you only have to do a few strokes across the nail to file down the length. So the grit is 180, 180, which I don't know anything about nail tech stuff, so it's probably too hard of a grit, I'm assuming. But this is the All Season Professional nail file. It has the same grit on both sides, but you can see up close just how much I've used of it. I did buy the same kind of grit online for cheaper. These are only like $1 something at Sally's anyways, but I go through them pretty quickly, so I did just purchase them in bulk online, but that is what I use to file down my nails. Probably not the best thing for natural nails, but I don't care. And last up, I have 2 eyeshadow palettes. I've kind of been like purging things from our house and selling things because I feel like we have too many things in our house. I don't know what it is, but it's like an anxiety within me. Like, I just feel like we have so much stuff. So I really pared down a lot of my makeup. And the first palette I'm getting rid of because I've literally had this since college, and that's a long time. Like, I've had this probably 10 years now, and honestly it looks really gross, so I should just get rid of it anyways. This is a little palette from Clinique. I think this one and the blue one were the first eyeshadows in a palette form that I ever had, which sounds crazy, but I wasn't really into makeup growing up. I was a tomboy, so I never wore makeup. And so this is the little tiny palette, the Color Surge Eyeshadow Quad in 110 Plum Seduction. It does have 4 shades in there, and for some reason this little brush has survived the last 10 years, but this is what it looks like right here. I do really like the colors, and they are used quite a bit, but honestly I haven't used this in so long because I'd be scared to. Like, it's so grubby, so I'm just getting rid of this because it's time. Last up, I have kind of a sad Empties. This eyeshadow palette was the first palette I ever saw in stores and thought, I really, really want that. And at the time I was like, it's really expensive because I wasn't used to buying makeup like in stores or high-end makeup. And so my husband was with me and he enabled me into buying it because I just kept looking at it. And I actually wore this palette the other day and it must have gone off because my eyes just swelled so bad. And it was after wearing this. So I am getting rid of it because I believe it to be expired. It is quite a few years old at this point, and this is the Too Faced a la Mode Eyes. I was obsessed with this palette when it came out. It's pretty much like the only palette I had, so I wore it all the time. I really like these Too Faced palettes in the little metal tins. I just think they're really cool and handy. The only thing I don't care for is these big pans of lighter shades. I almost wish they would do like 4 rows of tiny shades instead of these big shades because I never really got a ton of use out of these light colors, but I was obsessed with this color combination. I loved like the copper, this kind of pinky rose gold color, and then these, you know, a neutral brown and a warmer brown. Even like the pink I wore a lot, which is what I wore when I had that reaction on my eyes, as I wore that pink. But I really loved it. It looks like I haven't used much of it, but I've used this palette a ton and I am sad to see it go, but I know in my mind that makeup does go bad eventually and I had that happen firsthand, so I am going to get rid of this guy. So that is it for my November empties. Hopefully this was helpful in some way. If not, you got to see Millie, who's still sitting over here, but I know a lot of people like seeing her in my videos, so that makes me happy. Right, Mill? Yeah, okay, good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this empties, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys. Like empties? Do you like empties? You a good filmer? Are you a good filmer?